Hi, my name is Umar Shankar. I will be explaining in this video about how to replicate the data from SAP ECC to SAP HANA. So my ECP is on XDB. I don't mind whatever may be the database. If I do have the data on SAP HANA database also, if I want, I can replicate that into another SAP HANA systems. So this is the first scenario that I am going to explain you about in the replication technologies. So by using SAP ECC to SAP HANA using SAP DS 4.2. So this is the scenario 1. This is a scenario 1 in which we are going to discuss about how to replicate data from SAP ECC ECC to SAP HANA. So this is our scenario. In this scenario we will be discussing how to do this, right? So now just we will go through this in the video directly into the system. So just go to this HANA system. So go to start menu, go to all programs, you go to SAP Data Services 4.2. In that you have Data Services Designer. So while connecting to the Data Services Designer, you provide the credentials that is available for you. You provide your user, give the system, that is the server or host name of the server, and then you provide username, and then you provide your password given to you, right? And you just click on the log on. You have a number of repositories available, and in that repositories, from these repositories, select your repository to connect on, so which is provided by your administrator for you or your project manager to you. So this is the repository wherein which you are going to create all your projects, your tables, your data stores, your formats, everything. You will be working on this particular repository. So everyone will have every project will have a certain centrally located repository which works like a component of the database or a schema of the database. Just choose your repository, click on OK. So you provide your password for this again, and you just click on OK button. You will be prompted with a warning message whether you would like to reset the users or you would like to continue. I have to continue because there are other people who are sharing the same repository. If I click on reset users, they will be kicked out and I will be only in. So let's continue with this. So when you just continue this, you will be landing in this kind of page. So here you can go and create your project first. So you can create a project using your project name. For me here, Mr. Khanda _ project 1. So create this project. So it is easy for you to remember with your name rather than giving anything, or your project name will be fine. So as soon as you just created this project, so you are, when you look at the down here, you have a local objects library. So under this local objects library, you have to create something called a data store. So as our scenario is to, what is our scenario? Our scenario is to get the data from SAP ECC to SAP HANA. So you need to create you create a project first, then you create a data store for source system, that is your SAP ECC, and you create another data store for target database, that is your SAP HANA. You need to create two data stores of two types. One is your data store of SAP ECC type, another is the target, that is data store for your target database type, that is SAP HANA database type. Let us create these two data stores in my local object repository in my repository DB200. So here you will be able to see many things here: projects, jobs, workflows, data flows, your transforms, queries, and you have a data stores. You click on this data stores here, and if you don't see about this local object library here, so you have to just click on something here. Yeah, you have to just click on this icon. You just click on this, you will be able to see. If you just click on it when it is available, it will be going away. So data stores you are here, you just click on here in this area and right click here. So you click on a new, click in that local object repository area and right click and just click new, and enter the data store name as, I'm just giving my name here, Konda underscore your SAP ECC. So this is, I'm going to create this data store of type SAP. Yes. So what is the type? Next you choose the data store type. My data store is not a simple database. My data store is an SAP applications database, that is your SAP ECC server. So you need to provide your details here in this database server name, username, and your passwords. So you have to just enter your database server name here. For me it is just a second. Okay, 192.168.0.154. Username is, sorry, database user is HANA user. Surya 1 2 3 4. Just click on OK. Okay, these details are not correct. I just go and get my details here. I have some other data store. I'll just get the SAP ECC data store, so it is having the same kind of properties. SAP ECC data store properties. Just close this and right click on this and properties here. Description changed. Desktop. So click on advanced here, and the client number is 800 and system number 67. Okay, so apply, click on OK. So your connection is succeeded now. So your data, we are successfully created conda underscore SAP ECC data store. So now I have to create another data store which is of HANA data type, database type. So I have to just click on new again, just go to this new data store, conda underscore HANA, okay, conda underscore HANA. Data store type is database, right? So HANA is also one of the database. You can just select it as a database here. And then you go to database type. What type of database it is? You have a number of databases, but ours is SAP HANA database. So as soon as you just selected the SAP HANA database, you have a database server name is your HANA server, right? And your username is HANA user and password is something that is given to you by your administrator. Click on advanced. I don't think I need to change anything here. Rows per commit, you can change this here or you just leave it empty here. Overflow directory, if you want to select anything as a overflow directory, you can select it here and apply. Database version is HANA 1.x, you need to select. Okay, apply. Rows per commit is 1000 or 10,000. Apply. Just let me get these details from. So here it is 30715 is my port number. You click on apply. Okay, just click on apply, click on OK. So now we have two data stores created for us. So now it is the time to just get the source data into the data store, and then we are going ahead with our procedure. So first you need to just create a batch job under this project. New batch job, your name is SAP ECC KNA 1 to HANA. SAP ECC KNA 1 HANA is my batch job name. In this batch job, I can create my data flow. You have to create a data flow under this batch job. Click on add, right click on this batch job area, click on add new, and click on add new, then click on data flow. So you just add this data flow and you just change the name to anything that as per your naming conventions of your project. I'm changing it to SAP KNA 1 to HANA. Okay, so now once you have added this to this your batch job, you just click on this data flow. Once you click on this data flow, what you can do is you just drag your source table. So till now I don't have my source table here information. So how do I get my source table into this data services? Right click on this your source data store and click on import by name. Right click on your data store, click on import by name. Your type is table. I'm going to import table only. So enter your name, that is KNA1 for me. Now right now I'm going to import this KNA1. So click on that. So when you have done that, you got your table here, and I don't have a table in my target. So what I can do, you just drag this table here as a source this side. There are always SAP ECC tables are always can be acted as sources only, source only. We cannot make them as target in any point of time. So now I don't have a table here in my target. So what I can do, instead of directly taking a table, I can go and add this template table to my, select your template tables and drag it into your area and enter the name for this. So for everything I'm just keeping Kunda underscore customer master is my table name. So this is the table that it is added, but it is a template table, it doesn't contain any columns. So here you right click here, you need to add a transformation. So the transformation is a query. This query will be going to bring your this is a query. For this query you can just map this line, drag a line from source into query, and this query will be transforming the data into target. Now once this is done, you just click on query. When you click on query, on this source side, that is schema in, that is input schema, you have as the KNA1 table, but on the output side you don't have any columns. You need to bring all this to query. Whatever the columns that you want to bring into query, you can bring them. You just drag these columns or select the required columns and just right click on this, map to output. So now I have these columns here, 4 columns. Now when I have these 4 columns in my query, the same 4 columns will be added in my table, output table. So now once this is done, you just validate you go to your data flow or this job and click on validate all. Everything will be validated and you will be getting the output here, no errors found. So once this is done, it is pretty simple that you have your source, you have a batch job. Under that batch job you have a data flow. Under the data flow you have a source table and target table, and you have a query through which you are transforming the data from the source table into your target table. So once everything is ready, right click on this batch job and click on execute. So you select both of them and click on yes. As soon as you click on yes, it will ask you to perform on which job server and what is the level of all these things. We don't mind about all those things right now at this point of time. You click on OK. When you just click on OK, it is going to show you the job log. So what are the different things working on, right? So everything has happened successfully. So now the job is completed successfully and the data is moved from your SAP source system into SAP HANA database. Now you just click on here, expand this, you will be able to see this customer master, Konda underscore customer master table is created under this. So before this date was not there. So right click on this, you click on view data, or you just double click on this, you will be able to come here, you click on this. So you will be having lot of data here. All the data, whatever that was there in the source system, is moved into your target system with various country names and all. KUNNR1, land 1, region. These are the 4 things that we have selected from the customer master data, and we moved the data from SAP ECC into SAP HANA. If you would like to see, verify this through SAP HANA Studio, go to SAP HANA Studio and connect from the studio and verify whether you have this data available in that system. So log into SAP HANA Studio and expand the system, and we have our schema in your under the catalog. Under the catalog, the owner of the schema is a HANA user, that is a schema. Under the HANA user, you just expand the tables, and my table name is Konda underscore custom master. Right click on this, open content. Here you go. This is the data available in the system. So now with this, I have successfully completed the replicating the data from SAP ECC system into HANA Studio. Based on this, you can build attribute views or analytic views if required, and you can project them and you can report that data. So thanks for watching this video, and leave your comments. If you have any queries, please write into the comments of this video. I can reply to you back at the earliest time. And keep watching SAP HANA model replication videos in this. Thank you.